if we get a shorter match, we can deal. Maybe it becomes 5 points or something.
Okay, I think we're live. We're broadcasting live from Ocho Rios, Jamaica, at the 2024 Jamaican International Backgammon Championship, and we've got David Wells and Alfredo Unes, two top players. I've gotten to meet Alfredo since the last time I did commentary on him, and he's a wonderfully nice guy, also a very accomplished player. He's from Brazil. They have a lot of tournaments down there. And is it Ian McFarland, I think was the name of the gentleman who runs the tournaments there. And maybe someday I could be doing commentary from Brazil on the Atlantic. It sounds like a wonderful place to be and enjoy some backgammon on a beautiful beach, just like we're doing in Jamaica. All right, so we've got David Wells, the top player in the United States, and we're going to knock the camera on the board. So hopefully we need the camera fixed. So let me just make a note of that. And send that text over to Andy, but we're getting the game started with a 5-1, and then we got a 6-1. And now we're looking at the slanted and cross-eyed, so we've got another 6-1, a pretty standard opening here, very standard opening. And what's going to be next? Double fives. All right, so we're going to have 2 points on the home board, and this is going to a little bit different than your standard five because they're putting 2 men on the bar. So if you can come in with both men, it's probably not a cube, and this probably is. But it's not. Go figure. I thought with a man on the 5-point it might be, but apparently that is not the case because these guys know what they're doing. All right, there's a 2-1. All right, we're getting that board fixed up. Yes. And then finally there's a drop. I don't know what took so long for the drop there, but we're double the cube. So I must have missed that. But here we are, game 2. This game's going really fast. The players are playing really fast. You know, it makes me talk faster. But I think we've got... looking forward to having Phil Simbor join us, and eventually he'll be coming our way and joining us for commentary. I think he's playing Michi, actually, right now. All right, look at this. I'm a little confused because it looks like the same game. Was there double fives again? Look at this. So he's too good, apparently. Oh, no, he cubed already, and he took. So double fives is just a standard way, you know, when you roll double fives, do you double, do you take? And there's a few basic rules that the top players know and they learn, and they don't even have to think about it. They just know. The only time they have to think about it is when the score is not even. So if they're ahead, they're going to be more likely to drop the double, and if they're behind, they're more likely to take it. And there are some corner cases, like for example, if you open with a 4-3 and split to the 3-point, and double fives comes in and you stay out, that is a borderline decision. So these are the types of positions, they call them reference positions, that players learn. Okay, here we go. Double twos, quack, quack, as Paul McGraw would say. And red comes in with a 4-2, which is a great roll. Makes it an advanced anchor. Red's basically in the game till the end unless David can roll and have him stay out. But here we are with a 3-2. Pretty tough play because he can leave the 5 and then he's got to leave from the anchor. That sounds like a smart move. And moving the back checker up, so he's got more hitting potential for the outfield. So like the play, I think it's a Michi play that David is making. All right, let's go. Can he hit it? And he rolls a 6-2, which does not quite do it. A 6-2 can hit in the 13th point, but he's going to play safe. And given David's pretty strict position, he's got checkers all over the place. He's got to start buttoning up, and he probably wants to leave the 5 open and maybe come out to the opponent's 9-point. So he's got 4s to hit, 4s to cover, but he's also got 1s to hit and 3s to hit. So I don't know. This is complicated. Some players will actually go through all the different rolls to figure out. I mean, I know I've done that on occasion. And then there's the 1. So he's leaving 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s. Wow, he's leaving 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. Not obvious why he'd want to do that. He could make duplicate the 1s by making the 8-point. That's what he's looking at now, as that possibility. And here comes Phil Simborg. Welcome, Phil.
You got to be tired.
Nice to have you
You
here.
made it to the finals. You almost won the tournament. You work it all day long. I can't believe you're still alive.
I lost. I didn't win.
I
the
know,
tournament.
but you played great.
Oh, thanks,
you played
Phil.
great. It was
Thank
exciting.
you very much. That was a fun match.
Yeah, so we got Alfredo and David Wells in the semifinals of the Masters. And David's got to be a favorite because David was the number 5 giant in the world at one point when he was playing lots of backgammon. And he's back and he's really playing well. He's playing around 3 PR and under sometimes. So he's really,
He's in
really
Mochi
hot.
territory. Let's go.
Oh, he is. He's in that giant, super giant territory.
right.
Absolutely. How's he doing now?
Well, it scores 1-0, so he's winning.
See, just as I predicted.
And this is an interesting position because David's got a lot of work to do to get his checkers back home. And look at this roll; he's hitting 2, and he's really this is really exciting position now. It's anybody's game because even if David hits Alfredo rolls a 2, and he's in good shape. And if he doesn't, he's going to make that point and basically own most of the board. So look at that; he's got the 3 and the 2. Obviously, it's going to come down.
I played Alfredo earlier, and he beat me, and I was very impressed with his intensity over the board and his skill. He's a good player.
You talking about Alfredo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's a nice guy.
a nice guy from Brazil, some small town in Brazil, some town I never heard
Yeah.
of.
Do you know the people there? Do you know Ian McFarland?
I know Ian well, sure.
So I understand he does a great job as director. What do you think? Is this a cue? Strangely enough, this might be a cue because yellow has no place to go. David has no place to go on this board. The timing is all with red.
No, you don't cube this soon.
Red's going to get
Any
shots.
1 or 4, and David's right back in this game. It's too soon to cube.
All right, let's see what's going to do with the 5. Have to kill a checker. I mean, it's just not. He can't. He's no checkers to play. So all his moves are forced. Anyway, I'd be the kind of person who would double this, expecting to get 2 or 3, hits and go for a gammon. And that's why I lost the tournament.
No, this might be a double now. Is that a redouble?
It's
Looks like a redouble.
It's a redouble, but is it
okay.
a redouble? That's the big question. Wow.
David
It's
passes.
big, and David passed.
Larry, you were right. Absolutely
No,
right.
we probably both wrong. But, it's all
The
right.
roll before, I wasn't sure. If he comes on the 4, he's got a game.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, it was, I certainly didn't want to be David in that situation.
You got a good for Alfredo for redoubling.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah, absolutely right.
This is a great starting position for Alfredo, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
would
Is that
play-
Pascal Gammon or is that a variant?
This is killer gammon, I think. Impossible gammon.
Impossible gammon. So this is the way the other player starts with the cube at 2 and gets 2 rolls.
Right.
Maybe that's the proposition.
I play a proposition where one guy gets 2 rolls and the other guy gets to call his roll.
Oh, wow.
And nobody knows who's favorite in that game.
Is that right?
It's that
Oh, that's
close.
really, that's, wow, it's
It's a fun
fascinating.
game, though.
Yeah, that's right. Can you teach XG then?
It's one of Jim Pasco's favorites.
Amazing. All right, so here we go. Opening 6-4. That's the standard opening 6-4. And that's the standard way to hit a 6-3. You want to come up with a 3 so you can put pressure on that blot in the outfield. So this is the standard opening. That's not always the case, by the way, but generally it is. Here the 5-4. You can't argue with making the opponent's 5 points. So you're not going to get loose. 6-1. Well, the 1 or the 6 is easy. Okay, yeah, good way to play it. Alfredo comes up with a minimized technique here because he was ahead in the race. Yeah.
I like this play.
Comes out to the bar, a lot of pressure.
I like this play. If he hits hit out there with a lot of the ones and
He
twos,
would have made it anyway, right?
Yeah, or would have made other points.
He only lost 6 pips.
It's almost always right to come out to that 18.
Yeah, I guess the question is when is it not? Because that's a good point.
Well, sometimes when you have your own bar point rate like here, sometimes it is right to come down.
All right.
Coming down didn't help him make a prime because his opponent's got his 20 points. So I like this play a lot.
Yeah, it's not fun to go 6-2, but you don't really have another choice here. Is that double 4s? I think it's double 4s by dollar. So this looks like a blitz in action over here. And he's got 13 checkers in the zone. I think that's enough for a cube, and even with double twos, well, if he brings 3 down, he's starting to block.
It's still a double. It's still a double. I'm not sure it's a take. I think he grabbed it.
It was an easy take.
I wasn't sure it was a take.
That's, when you're blocking 4 points, he's only got 4s and 5s to get out. I mean, he's got to be successful with the blitz, and then he's got to extract those checkers. And this could happen. So
Now, how could this happen? This could never happen.
this could never happen.
I thought it only happened to me.
But I mean, he's got a 4-point board versus a 1-point board of a block.
I think I would have passed that cube, but
Look.
he grabbed it. He took it so fast.
Strangely enough, I'd come out to the bar and get control the outfield. I'd make the bar point and the 2-point. I know it's counterintuitive, but look at the control you get with your checkers with that play. He's never going to be able to escape those back. I just leave, and then you have complete freedom. You're not going to get stripped.
But he's losing the race. I'd rather be on the 5-point than the 7-point. I think he's right to stay back.
All right, we should put this in next year.
Because he's losing the race.
I'd bet on this. That's fun. I know he's losing the race. That's exactly why I think. Now that's even more
That's
aggressive.
only right if you're winning the race.
Well,
I don't think that can possibly be right.
oh, look at that, nice roll. I would have made the 2. Just stayed there. Oh, very good. Oh yeah, you want to take those 2? Sure. Yeah, so that'll work. Move these back a little bit. Get Phil back in the picture.
They're getting set up for a poker game tonight. 6 o'clock, they have a huge poker game. It's part of the side events here in Jamaica. One of many things we do. We play ping pong, frisbee, swimming, tennis, you name it. What a time we have here in Jamaica.
You play ping pong, Phil?
I won't play with a guy who's a former champion, but yes, I play very well.
That's terrific.
But not as good as you.
It's a fun game.
I thought I was good until I met somebody who was great.
Well, let's play lefty. I'll play lefty.
Me too. I'm almost as good lefty as righty.
It's a
But you're
good sign.
probably a lefty. I know the talk. You're probably a lefty. No? Okay. We'll both play lefty.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do it.
It's fun. All right.
I love doubles ping pong the best. That's the best game.
Oh,
in
that
the
is
world.
hard. Oh
In the
my
world.
God.
All right.
Wow, we got
If he
out.
doesn't get hit, it's over.
Yeah.
he doesn't
there's
get
gonna
hit,
be-
it's over.
There's a 1 or there's a cube.
Game
coming.
over. Oh, he's already got the cube.
Oh, he's already got it.
Yeah, I got the cube.
All right. Well, that roll's
I
not bad.
I did not like Alfredo running with the double twos when he was down in the race. I just didn't think that can't be right.
Yeah. Well, he might have called it. I liked him at the bar because then he still has lots of control.
The bar would have been reasonable, but running out all the way when
I
you're
agree.
losing the race,
I agree completely.
game plan is the most important thing in the game.
Yep, that's right. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this looks pretty much over. I mean, he's down by 12 pips, so this is 13 pips. It's tough to come back from this. You probably need 2 sets, and the wrong player is getting the set. Well, David's not the wrong player, but oh, look at this! He comes right back. Amazing. And we're not done with the doubles yet. We need to see some other side of the dice besides the 1-6 side. All right. Now it's not that. Got a lot closer. Wow. Yeah. Well, it's Jamaica. It gets noisy here.
Yeah.
Look
Jamaica,
at
Mom.
this. Double 5s.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Both rolling jokers.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick swap here to get ready for the poker tournament.
Thank you, William.
All right, Phil, let's take over.
All right.
Thank you. All right, so
My pleasure. You got a match?
Phil's filling in. I've got the doubles final.
Oh my
I don't
God,
think we're
good
gonna do
luck.
commentary.
Good luck.
But Larry Shiller, voice of Backgammon, signing off from Jamaica. I think this will be the last broadcast probably that I do. And thank you, Phil, for filling in.
Oh, you did.
Nobody better.
I've
Really
listened-
enjoyed it.
Oh, you're,
Thank you, my
you're
friend.
better. You're better. You do a great job. All right, David's taking a 3-2 lead, 13-point match. By the way, even though this is the Masters, I think David has already won the side pool. And he may have won the side pool in the Open, too. He may have won both side pools. Not that many people got in side pools, and you have to cash to win the side pool. So he's gonna go home with some money. Home for David is Venice Beach right now, but he's spending a lot of time traveling and playing backgammon all over the world. He spent the last 2 weeks with me in New York City. We had a ball all over New York. Played tennis every morning. Took nice long walks, ate lots of food, played in Chouettes. A couple lectures. And David and I hang out quite a bit all over the world. He's going to join me in Cyprus. I'm going to be doing the commentary in Cyprus, the Merit Open, which is a great event, beginning early November, November 5th. And then, of course, we will all meet back in New York for the biggest tournament in the United States. My good friend Lynn Ehrlich, 18 years in a row, and she now has built up the largest tournament in the United States in New York. The tournament is great, but what about New York City? You're 3 minutes away in a train ride right into the heart of the city, in a beautiful Hyatt hotel on the water. That's one for sure to make. I'm going to do my best to make LA. I go there for my birthday every year in December, and I love Candace and the way she runs those events. Denver, I have to miss. I hear it's a good one. A lot of great tournaments. People who are concerned about the health of backgammon, we're getting more and more people at tournaments and more tournaments. This very weekend, you got this tournament, St. Louis, and Dubai. You got to go to any one of 3 places. In fact, I usually go to Dubai. I would usually do the commentary there, but I'm committed to being involved in the promotion of this Jamaica tournament. Okay, David's got such a solid position. Is he too good to double? With 1 checker back, I'm not sure. I think it might be double pass. He's probably playing on because he thinks he's too good. It's the only reason to play on here. He thinks he might win too many gammons. With 1 checker back. Could I be wrong? Could it not be a double? Because 3-2 score isn't going to change things. I think it was double pass, but he must think it's too good. He's looking to see if there were market gainers, if there are rolls where his opponent could take. I guess the only really good roll for his opponent is a 2-6 out, and he's got a double shot at him. He can double him out then. So he's right. It's got to be too good. There's a 2. He's got to come up and challenge him. Absolutely. Now David might double. Ooh, think about it. Think about it, David. He is thinking about it. Yes, double pass. I don't see how you take this cube. I don't see how you can take this cube. Any passes, all right. So they're either as smart or as dumb as I am. One or the other. You never know which. I know which. I know how smart David is. He's been coaching me on some stuff lately, and it's really helped my game. He's a great teacher, by the way. David Wells is a certified teacher of the Backgammon Learning Center. And he's got several students, and he really knows what he's doing. The fastest way to get good at this game, aside from quitting your job and getting a divorce, is taking lessons from a teacher like David Wells or Mochi, or we have a lot of really great teachers. Frank Talbot is here. He's one of our teachers. Ian Terry just had a big win. He's one of our teachers. And of course, I do a little teaching for about the last 30 years. 2-1. I think you have to safety or outboarded so you don't really hit here. You've got a good safe play. This is talk about outboarded. Alfredo has 2 innerboard points and David has 1, so you would be more inclined to hit. That 1 more point Makes a real difference. Not in terms necessarily of the percentage of the time you dance and don't come in, but the flexibility you have in coming in when you have one less number you can play. This is forced. The bar point. He might come up there. He might come up there. He's blocking both places from here. I think I'm coming up. I want to get out. I'm coming up. You're only attacking from threes and sevens. But he will attack. I'm not positive about this play, but I do come up to my opponent's 4 point. This is certainly reasonable. Easier to bring home. David would like to extricate that back checker. I think it comes up, yep, up and down. That's all he can do there. He can't hit. David would like to hop out. And he does. See, even into a double shot, it's right. Fives and twos hit. He's thinking about the cube. If he hits, he might lose his market. If he doesn't hit, his race is pretty good. It might have been a decent cube. Certainly was worth thinking about. I play 6 to 5 here. It's a few more shots if you go to the bar. Although you shouldn't be too afraid. No, 6 to 5. I don't like that. A little more flexibility to put checkers on the 5. All right. Now cube action. I like the take here. I think it's David's got enough game to take. His opponent's got 2 checkers back behind a 4 prime. So they got 1 checker back himself. He passed. Okay, maybe the score pushed him. Maybe I read it wrong. I would have been very tempted to take that cube. And David's not afraid to take. He takes anything. Not anything. He takes appropriately. I want to see that one in XG. If you can see the players' faces, you will never see anybody more intense over the board than David Wells. I mean, Mochi's very intense. All the great players are pretty intense, but Mochi and David Wells and Akiko is another one. They're just fiercely staring at that board and concentrating. Let nothing else bother them. David always wears ear pads with a little music to block out extraneous noise. Yeah, this is one where you don't have to go out to the 18 because you can play safely down to your 7 point. Although I'm not sure that was the right play there because it stripped the midpoint. So maybe I still play out to the 18 there. 2-4 is a very bad roll. No, that's not my play. I go out to the I go up to the 5 point. I don't like that play, and he played it quickly. I want to put pressure on. I don't want to be stuck back on the 1 and the 2. This play could be right, but it wasn't my play. Clearly right. Make the 20 point. It's called the golden point for a reason. Hops out. Take a look at making the 18 point. Don't play so fast. It might have been right to make the 18. Make the opponent's bar point. Instead of throwing checkers down low, I would certainly look at, he's playing so fast. David loves to play fast. David's a speed gamma player, and he plays normal games fast. He always has lots of time left on the clock. In some ways, it suckers his opponent into playing too fast also. And in speed gammon, there's hardly anybody in the world that I would bet over David. I'm not sure who I would bet over David in speed gammon. swing and a miss. David's not quite got enough here for the cube. This is not a good roll. He's got to leave a shot somewhere. I think you just leave him a 2-shot. Oh yeah, leave him a 5-shot and come down, because if he hits, he's got to come off the anchor. It's about the same number of shots. It keeps your checkers in a better place. I like that 1 and come down with the 5. Everything else is stacky. And you don't want to be stacky. It's tacky to be stacky. Yuck. David, look at that stack. Your first place, beautiful. That's it. That's it. Force him off with a 5. You know, I'd rather not get hit, but if you're going to get hit, at least it cost him the anchor. Okay. Again, there is no safe play. That's probably the fewest shots. 2-5, 3-4, 5-5, 3-5. That's 8. Sounds like 8 shots. Double 2. 9 shots. That's probably the fewest number of shots, and you get him off the ace point, and when he doesn't hit you, much easier to bring this home. So I like this play. He might put it back and look at the alternatives and see there's more shots no matter what he does, and he doesn't get his opponent off the ace point, so it's going to be harder later. Well, that's 11 shots, and he gets him off the ace point. It's a little smoother position. 2 more shots. I think it's going to be double, and the take is questionable. When you have 2 landing places, the 7 and 8 point, the odds of getting a shot go way down. So the odds of Alfredo getting a shot against David are less because of that. If you only had the 7 or the 8 point, it'd be an easy take. David's got a nice race lead. I think it's a double because I'm not positive of the take. Probably a take, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a pass, so that's the reason I would double. I use Woolsey's law. What would my opponent do? I think he would pass, or I'm not sure. I'm going to double. If I'm sure he has a take, then I go to O'Hagan's law, which is market losers. Okay, he grabbed it. Look how fast Alfredo makes his decisions. Is that a Brazilian thing, or a South American thing, or just him? Good roll. Good roll for Alfredo. Gets out safely. Not leaving shots. All right, now the odds of getting a shot went way up. But you got to hit it too. When you get the shot, you only got around 30% or so to hit it. That's a good roll for David. Much easier to bring this home. Although he's still vulnerable here. He doesn't want to roll a 1 or a 4, and he'll clear that back point. 2 and a 3. All right, this should be easy for David to bring home now. Nothing can go wrong. Go wrong, go wrong, go wrong. And nothing does go wrong. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to take, and he grabbed it. Oh, he's saying, I'm not going to win a gammon. I'll do this, and I will never leave a shot, and I'll win the game. That's it. Just win the game. All right, I'm on record. I would have passed this cube. I thought it was a pass. You can be down 40 pips and have a take if your opponent only has one landing place, but when he's got two, that's really tough. Although David did roll well, he never got the shot. But even if he gets the shot, again, he's not favored to hit it. Gin, baby. It's gin. Give up. Give up. He did. Okay. 5-3 David. 6-3 David. Okay. David has a beautiful wife, Yao, from China, and a gorgeous daughter, Samantha, age 9, one of the smartest little girls I've ever met. I gave her a riddle that has 9 parts. An hour later, she repeated it in order. That's when she was 8 years old. And Yao is not only a lovely mother and wife, she's a great cook. Does he know the whole world's seeing what's on his iPhone? Okay. A little break here. Looks like they're ready. Here we go. That was quick. David loves a cup of coffee. He drinks a lot of coffee. And he loves Jamaican coffee. Blue Mountain coffee, some of the best coffee in the world, grown right here up in the hills outside of Kingston. I've been up at the plantation there. It's amazing. And I smuggled home a bunch of the Blue Mountain coffee my first time I was here and found out they have it at Whole Foods after I smuggled a whole bunch home in my suitcase. Wow, I just admitted on the air that I'm a smuggler. The pace they're playing is fun. I like it. I like it. But there are a few decisions that were made, particularly by Alfredo, that I thought were made very, very quickly that he should have thought about a little bit longer. That's my iPhone talking to me. It's a messy little game we got going here. 6-4. 6-4. Yeah, make that point. It's amazing how often that's right to make that outside point as opposed to making an inside point like the 2-point. That's 6-4. David's awfully stacky there. They're both pretty inflexible in this position. Well, looks like 2 down. You're going to hit him, aren't you? You don't want to give up the midpoint. It's an ugly game if you hit him. If you don't hit him, I guess you slot 2 interboard points, get unstacked. I don't know what you do here. This is goofy. It's a goofy position. I'm probably bringing 2 down and hitting. David's playing a more pure game, keeping the checkers in front and in good building positions. Sure, you need more checkers on that 8-point, David. 6-4. I don't see much you can do. Come in and go to the 2-point. Oh, he's going to go for it because of the 2 blots. All right, David's not afraid to hit. He ain't afraid of no ghosts. Oh, yeah. Double 3. Cover and down. It's a good roll. The hit and cover. I love that sound. I can hit and cover. Made David happy. I don't know who's playing faster, Alfredo or David, but I like it. It's fun. It's fun for the spectators, too. I remember this game before we had clocks. Tournaments took days. Matches took days to finish. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Doubling from the bar. He rolls a 5, he's happy. David doesn't have really good timing for a back game. I like this double. He's got good position. David might have a take here. Maybe because of the score he might pass. Maybe because he might feel he's a better player. He wants to keep the cube lower. So you might see a pass here. But technically, if you put this in, I wouldn't be shocked if it's a take. If he doesn't get hit, he's got a reasonable game. If he gets hit, could end up with a 2-4 game or a 3-4 game. Not real well timed though, so that's the other problem with this game. Those stacks are not pretty. It's not an easy decision. I know that I would take, but I don't know if it's right. But David is taking some time here. This is not a jump decision. Good for him. He recognizes how big and important this cube is. There could be some gammons here. You know that, now that I think about it, there could be some gammons if things go wrong. That might make you pass. That might make you pass. Plenty of time on the clock. Got 18 minutes. I would take, but again, I don't swear that it's right. Let's say he doesn't hit. Something good happens. You know what? If he doesn't hit, this is not an easy game for David to win that way either. I'm starting to lean more towards the pass. David's going through all the rolls in his head. He's not fooling around here. I know he didn't sleep that long last night because we played a Kazuki Chouette, me and Akiko and David, till very late at night. He took it. Okay. I'm glad because it's an interesting position. Now he's sorry he took. He was hoping not to get hit, of course. What other play is there? Okay, David would like to make the second anchor. Probably doesn't get gammon that much holding the 4 points, so that's maybe what pushed him over the side to take. He loses 2 points instead of 1. It's not disaster at this score, as long as he doesn't get gammon. He does not like this roll. This does nothing for him. Hurts his timing, stacks his checkers even more. David really would like a 1. He doesn't have timing for this game. He's sorry he took now after that double 4, after the hit. Yeah, he's not even going to try and play a back game. He knows he doesn't have timing. He's playing a 4-point holding game, and at this point he's saying, okay, I'll be happy to lose 2, just don't let me get a gammon. See, he's coming up. He's just playing not to get gammoned anymore. Maybe get a super lucky shot at the end. I would never take this cube. Oh, wait a minute. I think I said earlier that I would, didn't I? I hate when they bother me with facts. I clear. I like that, but a point cleared is a point not to be feared. Not so fast, Alfredo. Let him hit the clock. Out is good. Probably not going to get gammon, like I said, because he's holding the high anchor. So giving up 2 points instead of 1 isn't terrible. I'm not sure about that 4. I'm not sure you shouldn't come off the 6 point there and left 3 and 3. David's not going to waste a pip even. See, not even 1 pip by coming into the 5 point. He knows he just wants to get off the gammon. And the reason he's thinking, why should I stay for 1 roll? If he gives me the shot and I hit it, look at my board. Why don't I just run and make sure nothing strange happens like double 1s or double 2s? Get off the gammon. He's given up on the game, and I think you should. There's a point where you got to realize that's your best option. Talk about how backgammon imitates life. In life, you finally say, okay, I'm through with this job. I'm through with this marriage. Whatever it is, I've fought it hard enough. I'm just going to give up and make sure I don't get hurt too bad. That's what David did here. And he succeeded. Not yet. Double 5s twice. No, next double 5 gets off. Everything gets off. Okay, he got off the gammon. 6-5. Got a close match here. I know why David's playing fast. He doesn't want to miss the poker game. David's a world-class poker player. He's been in many professional tournaments and the World Series of Poker. He gave up backgammon pretty much for a few years to concentrate on poker, and now he's back. I asked him earlier in the day, what made you come back? He says, it's fun. Backgammon is much more fun than poker. I think most poker players will tell you that, and the only people that are staying in poker more than backgammon is just strictly for the money. If they can make a lot more money in poker, if they're really good. Gus Hansen, Eric Seidel, Sander Liloff. Sander's back. Dirk Sheeman is back playing backgammon. A lot of top poker players. Phil Locke still playing lots of poker, but he's playing plenty of backgammon too. I understand Daniel DeGranu plays a good game of backgammon. The skills are similar. Good memory skills, good number skills, good gaming skills. And even the bluffing factor. It's more of a factor, of course, in poker, but there's some bluffing going on in backgammon. They would rather give him a 4 than a 6. And it duplicates more numbers, I think. There's some 4s. Well, not that many good 4s. Not that much duplication. Do you just make the bar here? Or do you come down and make the 3? I think you make the bar. You want to unstack the midpoint, so 2 come down for sure. Ooh. That's another play. Playing the aggressive attacking game. I wouldn't pick that game out at this point. He might regret it. May live to regret it. I like this. David's going to teach him a lesson for playing an attacking game when he didn't have that many checkers in the zone. Now who's attacking? Who's got the upper hand? If he doesn't perform here, it could be a cube. If he doesn't perform and come in and do something fun like hitting off the midpoint, off the bar point, he did. Gosh, they play fast. I love it. Oop, another hit. 7 from the bar. 6 ways to roll a 7. Now what? You gotta come down, or do you come out and challenge you? I think you have to come down. Come out to the bar. Dupe the 6s. It does dupe the 6s both ways. He needs a 6 on both sides. I can see the beauty of that. He's not really wanting to play a 1-2 back game with very poor timing. You need to be down about 100 pips to play an effective 1-2 back game. And David was not down 100 pips. He may have been down 20. I would think about the cube here, but I wouldn't give it. I don't think I would double here. I think David would take. Let's see. David grabs it quickly. David agreed with me. There's that 6 that was duplicated. Now David's got 27 numbers that come in and a bunch of numbers that come in and hit, and he will be very happy he took this cube if he comes in and hits, and he does. Now a dance. It's not a dance, but it's not great. Now David's in control with holding the cube. I didn't like that cube. Makes 2 good points. Anybody's game. Alfredo's bound to roll a 6 or a 5 here and make the bar point, and he does. My stuff off the table here. Okay. Thank you. So again, I did not like this cube. I don't think it was terrible, and it might have been right. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean it was wrong. But David sure is not terribly unhappy playing and holding the cube. In most games that have a lot of game left, the person holding the cube is going to win more because he's got the cube, because he can use it for power or for recube vig. Good roll for Alfredo. And a good roll for David. Pretty stiff position here. He can come around or go to the 5. He doesn't want to leave that outside shot. It wouldn't be fun to get hit here. I'd like that play. Make the bar and leave an ace. Might be worth it. Although he's winning the race, you can come up with 3, come from the 18 with 3, and bring 1 down. I think this is my play because I'm winning the race. Or the last 3 could go behind. But that's my play. If you're up in the race, come off the 18, it had to be right there. Now you just don't leave a shot or don't get hit, bring it home, and you win. Famous last words. My good friend Akiko is going to join us in the commentary. Got David Wells and Alfredo in the semifinals of the. Come over here next to me, like get you in the semifinals of the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're in the picture. Thank you, Akiko.
So, who is red?
David. David's on top.
Top.
David's white, yellow rather,
Uh-huh.
and Alfredo from Brazil. He gave him a cube that I wasn't wild about, but it's turning out okay. Double 2s for David. Tricky little game. The Kiko, there's a poker game starting soon. Do you know how to play poker?
I don't know.
You don't know how to play? No?
If I don't know playing card.
You don't play cards? No? Except you
No.
won the Japan Poker Championship a few years ago. You hustler, you. You're hustling me.
Just lucky.
Just lucky, yeah.
Lucky.
You're talking to the Japan Poker Champion. That's, aside from being a two-time world backgammon champion, she's pretending she doesn't know how to play cards.
No brain. Just lucky.
Yeah, right. Just lucky, but how much would you like to play for? I know that story. I was telling the folks that David Wells was up late last night playing Bouzouki with you and me. And Akiko won all the money. Not a lot, though. It broke out pretty close to even. So this is a very nice roll for the race. One more. What else is it? You come in and volunteer the shot? I don't know. Either play makes sense to me. I could see volunteering an 8 there.
Yeah. So I have to go to dinner.
You're going to
with
dinner?
Ladies' dinner.
Oh, okay. Ladies' dinner?
Yeah.
Why wasn't I invited?
You have
I got something that keeps me, makes me ineligible, huh?
if you take off, I invite you.
We have a lot of really fine lady players in this tournament. Karen Davis, Layla Lionheart. I can name names because I might forget somebody. But there's a bunch of women in this tournament that are very, very good. I was so happy to see Karen Davis, and of course we got our Antoinette here too. Pick and pass? Pick and pass? No, you want them to go, don't you? You're not going to win gammons, but you slow them down so you're guaranteed to win the race. And you might win some gammons. What a good double this was. I told you it was a nice double, didn't I? It's a very close nip and tuck match here. I like that play. You want him to come in with a 6. Giving up on winning gammons. You just want to win the game. Let him come in. That's perfect. Nothing can go wrong now unless he rolls a 1 and then a couple of high ones. Could slop into a gammon? Not likely. David still should get off. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This could be danger. David needs some big numbers. That's probably big enough unless there's a double turn. That's not good. Around the corner. Don't waste a pip. This would be a sick gammon. A very sick gammon. A double that I thought wasn't a double. An easy take. And then get gammoned. Never happened to me. Oh, there it is. There it is. Could be a big, big swing for the match. Yep. 4 points for Alfredo. Wow. That is the game that David will remember if he loses this match. Take a break, David. Get another cup of coffee. Shake it off. It's a good one to take a break when you get stung like that.
Phil.
Oh, Michi, come on, join me.
Yeah, sure.
Got David Wells on top playing Alfredo.
Okay.
David just took a cube that I didn't think was a cube, and he got gammon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So now,
very sick.
4 away, 7 away.
Yeah. Very, very sick gammon for David. Michi's our other roommate. Akiko, me, David, and Michi sharing a beautiful, beautiful villa supplied by the tournament for us.
3-1. What is this?
Is it a double hit?
Oh,
You
that's
anchor.
wild.
You anchor
Yeah.
and maybe get rid of a blot.
Yeah, 9 to 8.
8-7. I mean 9-8 rather.
yeah.
9-8. That's my play.
Yeah. So we are on the same page.
Well, just listen, and I'll teach you a few things, Michi.
Oh, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I need your lesson.
Yeah, right. I don't charge that much to giants who are
Wow.
to people who are much better than me. I don't charge too much.
You are so kind. So,
All right, David could be looking at a cube soon in this situation, especially since he's losing. I think unless something good happens here for Alfredo, that's pretty good. But I still think it's a cube.
yeah. And how about the race?
He didn't even hesitate to think about it. David plays so fast. You have no chance to count the race with David. It's so fast. But that looked like a double to me. I just don't like the position. But you're right, though. You have to consider. Always have to consider the race, don't you? Now the race becomes even more important because with 2 checkers back, he can get out of there. With 3, the race I didn't think was as critical.
Oh. So direct shot again.
Yeah, but look at that board. And he made a nice point.
Oh, it's a wrong 7.
Depending on where you're sitting, it might be the right 7. Yeah, you sure this isn't a double, David? You're right, the race is critical. When your opponent's holding the 4-point or higher, it is usually all about the race.
Yep.
But look, he's got the ace point made. If he gets a shot and hits it, it's not that good a game. David's losing 6-9. I'm doubling.
Okay. As long as yellow has enough racing lead, I will double.
Well, there's another reason not to double. His opponent is playing very aggressive and takes everything. So if you know your opponent's taking, maybe you double slower. I played Alfredo earlier. He took a big 4-cube very quickly on me that I thought was a pass.
No, yellow is behind.
Red is behind.
Yellow.
Yellow's behind.
Yeah.
David's behind in the race.
Yeah.
So he can't double.
No.
Can't double. You got to contain him. Or eventually get out. I was really. Well, that's what David's doing now. His counting is pretty fast. David can count pretty fast. I don't know about Alfredo's counting, but you don't get gammon much holding the 4-point, and if the race is close at all, you can take.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm wrong. So yellow is ahead by 9 pips or something?
Okay?
Yeah.
So he's ahead by 9 and on roll. It's not quite enough to double in a money game, but look, the score is 9-6. That pushes me a little faster to double. Wouldn't that affect your thinking? Or not?
Yeah. But it's not the effective cube. Yeah, take it so easy. And threat is not very big.
Okay? And 9 pips in how long a race? So he's going to roll. He came to the same conclusion that you came to. He's not doubling. Or is he? Nope, he rolls. And he rolls a big number.
Yeah.
That's a market loser. 12 pips, 21 pips total. It's not necessarily a market loser. Alfredo rose high, 7. He's only at 5 pips.
15 pips?
15 pips, okay. 15 pips, double pass. Plus, the position isn't one that's likely to leave too many shots. Wait a minute, he can hit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. If he hits, if I'm David, I double it. If he hits, it's double pass, though, isn't it?
That's interesting.
If he hits, it's double pass. If he doesn't hit, he might have a take.
Well, good question.
I want an answer, not a question. You be my answer man. Come on, Michi, what would you do here?
Okay, okay. It's not so easy, yeah.
Ah,
Okay, so if red doesn't hit now, then it's an easy double and take pass seems a close decision. Yeah, maybe small pass.
if you hit it, is a double pass, isn't it? It's just too gammonish. David's going to double it. See how
Yeah,
fast
yeah.
he doubled? Woo!
Oh,
Woo!
he didn't hesitate.
Didn't hesitate.
Wow!
I'm not sure it was right to take, and I'm not sure it was right to double hit. Oh, I might hit off the 4-point here. No, I don't want him to anchor. Wouldn't you hit off the 4-point? He didn't.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. This is Blitz Factory.
Yep.
Blitz Factory. I
Ah.
didn't like the
Oh,
hit.
oh.
I didn't like the hit, and I didn't like the take.
Let it survive. Nothing.
Which one of your books covers those kinds of cubes better than any other? Which book should you buy?
Oh,
Of yours?
about doubling cube?
Yeah,
My recommendation?
yeah.
Oh. It's a difficult question. So far, we don't have many books about doubling cube.
Well, it's Cube Like a Boss by
Mark Olsen.
Mark Olson.
Yeah.
I think there's plenty of good cube information in Backgammon Boot Camp by Walter Trice. I love the way they approach the cube in Can a Fish Taste Twice as Good?
Okay.
All the fun stories in there by Jake Jacobs and Danny Kleinman.
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
I think if you're an intermediate player or I think you get a lot out of Conquering Backgammon by Ed Rosenblum. Backgammon for Losers is a heck of a fun, good book that'll give you a lot of the basics of the cube. But for advanced players, I don't think there's anything that beats The Theory of Backgammon by Sheeman.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
It's way too advanced for intermediates, I think.
And it's also advanced for experts.
Yeah, it's advanced for an expert. But if you really want to get into the cube. But what about Michi's books? You cover the cube very much in any of your books?
Yeah. So my next book will be about doubling cube in a 5-point match.
Oh, your next book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your books are so great. I highly recommend any book by Michi. Aside from having good information, he presents it in a fun and interesting way that you'll remember, like Getting Off the Mountain and Double Tiger and Nana Wouldn't Do This. And I just love the approach. They're great books, and I might even autograph one for you.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah.
My pleasure. I did not like the hit. I did not like the take.
Okay.
But saw how fast David turned the cube? I think he was trying to intimidate the guy into passing. And the guy thought, he's trying to intimidate me into passing, so I'll take. I think that was a little reverse poker there. David's one of the best poker playing backgammon players we have.
Oh yeah, sure.
In fact, I don't know anybody except maybe Sander Liloff who's ranked higher in backgammon right now that might be a better poker player or more experienced than David Wells.
Yeah, and we have Gus Hansen.
Well, but he's not playing very many backgammon, right? Eric Seidel, Gus Hansen,
Phil.
Phil Lapp, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, David is winning.
I guess again that double hit was just too dangerous. I think he's lucky not to be gammon, not to be blitzed out that he anchored. He could have easily been blitzed out. And I really want to see that play where David came in with a 5-2. I would have hit off the 4-point instead of off the 7.
All right. Yeah, instead of hitting outside.
But you would have hit outside, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I don't need to see the play anymore. I got my answer. You'd rather see him anchor than hit you back, I guess. I thought just the opposite.
He left the anchor. Good play. Yeah, seems a good play.
Yeah, no waste pips. And when your opponent has 2 blots on the board, you don't usually have to be worried about getting pointed on too often. I might have run there. What's he waiting for? I for sure run now. I wouldn't have wasted those pips.
So Weir has 4 bad numbers.
Yeah, that's just not enough bad numbers to warrant staying and maybe getting a joker gammon like that happened to David. It was a sick gammon that David lost earlier. David's not playing for the gammon. He's just playing safe now.
Yep. Okay.
Game over.
Yeah, almost.
Good double, David. Good playing. I'd like to see that hit play that Alfredo hit, where he right before the cube. It looked like a big invitation to be doubled. Of course, like you said, if he stayed, he's doubled anyway. We're not sure it's a take.
Yeah, it's a jam. Yeah.
Gin rummy, as they say.
What?
It's gin when the game is over. They call it gin, like when you play gin rummy.
Oh, really?
You were
The
watching-
word gin came from gin ramen?
Yeah, from gin rummy. They say, oh, the game is it's gin. You can't lose. Gin rummy is when the hand ends completely because the guy wins. You've been watching me and David play gin. We've been playing gin with the doubling cube. It's a game that is my favorite gambling game. Gin with the doubling cube. It's
Yeah.
almost as much fun as playing golf with the doubling cube. Doubling cube is an amazing invention to add to the fun of the game and the intricacies of the game.
Oh, he tries to show all his private information.
I think he's texting his mother and saying, "Come watch me play, Mom." Okay, we've got a much closer match now.
Yep.
4 away, 5 away.
away. Mm.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little insight here. 4 away is winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow, it's
yeah.
good to know.
Yeah, it's very always important to know who's winning and who's behind. 4 away is beating 5 away. And the one thing about being 4 away is if the cube gets turned and you win a gammon, you win the match. So the gammon value goes way up if the cube gets turned if you're the 4 away player.
Oh, they took a break?
I guess so. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yep, they're taking a
Oh.
break.
and we're actually going to move the commentary.
Because you got a poker game here
So,
tonight.
yeah, we'll be right back.
All right, we're going to move the commentary. We'll be back soon. Thank you. Sick gammon, David.
Did you see that tape?
After
he
he
just took?
hit, I thought it was double pass. I thought he shouldn't have hit for that reason. But
Do you want them to wait until we have the commentary set up, or just to keep playing now?
We'll get the commentary. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
8 to 9.
Can we reach the other end? We may need more
I don't think we're going down together.
Not going to be a long match.
Why they call it speed game.
So 4 points written all over it, didn't it?
Go on again.
No. No.
Stop that! That's like the 4th freaking time. I've got a 5-point board and he's. Ugh.
Oh, man. Oh, wait. There we go. See, God is blessing me because he wants me to hurry up. You are young to go back to that.
Yeah, right?
I mean, that's for later, because that's this is loud.
Dankjewel. That's my golden ticket. No golden tickets.
No golden ticket. So do that. You still.
It's a silver ticket still.
Yes.
Maybe bronze. Maybe steel or copper, not gold. Play A. 4 shots. B.
Much more shots.
8. 2, 4.
I have to wait for the winner of that to play the Jackpot.
Maybe later on tonight.
What kind of, Alright, seven or nine? Alright, odd, alright, 7, even, 9, 7. Doing the, if I win, I can score, pay 5. I'm playing, I'm taking the I don't think it's any deal with anybody to get rid of it. Especially when I made up a couple of, I was thinking back what I did, because I was so in the mindset of speed, I forgot. I should have played that. Commentary's back. I've been wanting to play all the way back. You'll see it from here.
Okay, we're back in the noisy room with commentary. Hope you can hear me okay. What's going on here? It's 8-9-8. 4 away, 5 away. David's got a commanding position here. Why is the cube in the center? Why is the cube in the center? Because the race is close. That's why the cube's in the center. David's got not enough of a racing lead to give the cube. That's why. Okay. Like we said earlier, when your opponent's on the 4-point or higher, the race is critical. So David did not have a double because the race is close. And I've got some very bad news. They gave me a new drink called Rum Cream. It tastes sort of like some kind of a liqueur with rum in it. It's so darn good. I may be drunk by the end of this match because I'm a lightweight when it comes to alcohol, but it's so tasty. It's like Kahlua and rum and cream all mixed in. And there's free drinks here. The hospitality is unbelievable. We had free ice cream last night. We had free drinks. We have food all over the place. They're serving dinner, a big buffet dinner to all the players tonight. This is all included in the tournament. Okay. David's bound to leave a shot. There's no way he doesn't leave a shot. Double fives is totally, completely blocked. Now David will leave a shot, and if he doesn't get hit, he's got a good chance to win, but the race isn't enough to double. And he might get hit, so you don't double here. Even though he's losing 5 away, 4 away, I don't see how this could be a double. And I believe that last game where David whipped the cube real fast and he took, I talked to David briefly while they took a break. He said it was probably about a 300 blunder to take that cube that David gave. So there was good poker by David, whipping it out real fast, and he got Alfredo to take it. All right, he gets away with this roll. Now who's going to leave a shot? Now we know who's going to leave a shot. David's got a double shot, but the race is not good enough for him to be doubling. Look how quickly he hits him. He knows he's behind in the race. He's got the best chances hitting him to slow him down. Oh, a little Rumaki. Thank you. We're serving hors d'oeuvres to everybody. This is fantastic. One more. Wait a minute. Don't go away. That is so good. Jamaican food. I loved it. I've been having jerk chicken. I had curry fish the other night. If he doesn't come in now, it's going to be a pass. He better come in. Oh, I missed the cube while I was eating. Better run, baby. There aren't that many shots, then you have to hit it and win. I would run. If you stay in the 4-point, you're more flexible next time if he stays. You have more numbers that play. I don't like this play. I think you play to the ace point. David has more numbers that leave shots now. Like a 4-1 that would not have left a shot before. I guess he figured he didn't leave that many shots, he didn't get hit that often, and he still wins after getting hit. So, again, I didn't see why you would go to the 2-point. But if David did it, it's probably right. That's the ball game. All right, David takes a slight lead. 10-8, 3 away, 4 away. Again, this is a tricky score. If the leader doubles, his recube take point's 40%. So if you're 3 away, you have to be very careful about giving that cube because you're going to get it right back in your face and have a real incentive to pass when your take point is 40%. So David's going to be a little slower to double. The other thing is the 4-away player, his gammons are very efficient when the cube's at 2. Gammon wins the match. So I always think about these scores and what's going on with the score before the game starts because it might even affect my opening moves. There's a lot of noise in the room. There's a chouette going on at the other end of the room, and Jamaican chouettes are the noisiest chouettes in the world, and they're the most fun too. Very fine roll by Alfredo. David needs to perform pretty quickly here, and he does. In and out. A quick double. A very good double, I think. I'm not sure about the take. If you're not sure of the take, the double is great. If he rolls a 6, David doesn't like it. If he doesn't roll a 6, well, David could anchor. This is not an easy one for me. I think it's a pass. It's not easy, though. He did pass. Okay. I would have passed it, too. 3 away, 3 away. Take points 25%. The gammon value goes to 0.5 if the cube is turned. All right, we got a hell of a match here. 3 away, 3 away. It's anybody's game. Alfredo starts out with a great 3-1. Can't do better than that. Look how quickly he plays that aggressively. He's got more interboard points, so he's saying, I'm attacking. And at this score, not a bad idea. There's a good response. I think you're hitting here. I think David's going to hit. No, he goes out to the bar. I thought he might hit to unstack the 8-point. I think this double's a little early. He's got 3 checkers back. I think it's a little early. David will snap this up if he doubles. I would not cube here. I would not cube. He's clearly winning, but I don't think it's a double. Good response from David. This is a highly gammonish position. I can understand cubing here to activate the gammons. David snaps it up. A very, very good roll for Alfredo. You gotta like Alfredo's position here unless David performs. Nope. David really snapped up that cube very, very quickly without any thought. I'm sure with a lot of thought, but very quickly anyway. As much as I am a very close friend of David Wells, we travel all over the world together and play together, and I'd love to see him win. It's kind of nice to see somebody come all the way from Brazil to our tournament here at in the Caribbean and join us. We don't see many players from Brazil. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to see Alfredo win, and he seems like a very nice guy. But I can't lie, I'm rooting for David. My roommate, my buddy. All right, David's coming back. Double hit. If he doesn't get hit back here, he's got a hell of a game. He's got a hell of a game if he doesn't roll a 5. And he does roll a 5. That's so big. That could be the whole match, whether he rolled a 5 there or not. I know I tend to say that a lot, but every now and then you have huge swing rolls, and this is one of them. Again, a 5 is a huge swing roll. And he rolled it. Double 5s. Oh my goodness. The humanity. Look how quickly he found that play and made that play, which I think is clearly right. Big, big roll for David. He needed that to stay in the game. And a dance. Okay. (3-1). I think you step up and make the 4-point. You have to step up. No, it makes the bar point. Wow, I would have made the 4-point. Wow. That's my play. That's my play right there. I'd rather have the inside anchor. That's it. This is a good one for XG. I would have made the other play. But I don't win too many bets against David. and we bet a lot. I learned by paying. All right, we have a sloppy game with double back games, double holding games. Very, very interesting, complex game to play. Where's the one? Where is the one? Keep going. Coming in and out is a very good play. I got my money, John. Thank you. I got my money. My board? It's for sale.
I know, somebody was asking about
1,200.
about the playing for it.
Oh, I've already got somebody doing it.
Oh, so it's 1,200.
Somebody's already playing for it. Got my new P40 board. Somebody's going to play me double or nothing for the board after this match. I've lost about 6-7 P40 boards that way, but I made a little money along the way too. Arcady has 2 of my boards. Okay, David's clock is ticking. He's got a 6-5 to play. I don't. Oh, I see. He had this the 6 left. Okay. 3-2. I think you just come out from the back. Don't hit. Just come out. You don't have enough covers and you lose your 9 point. I think this play is pretty clear. Steps up, comes down. Did you win your match, Larry?
Hey, Phil?
Did you win your match?
No, we haven't played yet.
Oh, okay. Got
But
it.
I listened to some of your commentary. I loved it. You guys and you and Kiko, I heard. A lot of fun.
Thank you. I think David's happy he took the cube now. This game could swing either way very easily. This double 5s is forced. Forced by logic. He has no play other than to go to the midpoint. He's got to go to the midpoint here. You got nothing else. You're not going to make your 2 point.
What's this, man?
Ian Terry, congratulations. You won.
Console.
You won consolation beating
Well, in the final, Frank Talbot.
Frank Talbot, a
Michi
giant.
and David Wells twice. So
Oh my God, he beat
Miyagu.
He beat Michi,
Yes.
David Wells.
twice.
Oh
And,
my God,
Niaga.
Michael Niago and then Frank Talbot.
Yeah.
Oh my
It was
God,
it was a tough draw.
you're a legend.
I tried.
Ian Terry is a legend after this tournament. I'll tell you what. Who beat more giants than that quickly? And they're all giants, every one of them.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how I played. I'm excited.
The only giant here you didn't beat was me,
That's true. I didn't beat
because
you.
we didn't play.
We didn't play. That's right. I think I did play every giant.
Oh, Kiko, you didn't play.
I didn't-
You didn't play Kiko either. She's a giant also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let me find Frank.
Congratulations,
Thank
Ian.
you. Thank you.
This is not an easy game for Alfredo to bring home. David's got timing to sit there. He's not going to get gammoned off of the 4 point. Famous last words, he got gammoned in a game earlier that I thought he wasn't going to get gammoned in. So maybe my saying that will make it happen. Alfredo's clearly a favorite here. I think you just make Yeah, shift and just make the 8-point. Otherwise, you're getting awkward. So David is behind in this race, but it's not horrible. I don't think you give up the midpoint yet. And he's not. Okay. Make it a little harder for Alfredo to bring this home by keeping his midpoint. He might be tempted to leave him a 7 shot. But I wouldn't. I would wait. He's got time. Three, 2. Okay, nice roll. David's probably going to have to give up the midpoint now because he doesn't want to break his board. Okay, he's able to keep his board and keep the midpoint. And this is a very nice roll. I make the bar point. Well, that way you only leave it indirect if you leave a shot. Okay, gotta like Alfredo's position here. I don't know about this play. I don't know about this play. I think you might volunteer here. That I don't do for sure. That leaves a gap. I think you might volunteer a 7 here. I think I volunteered the 7 there. Only a 5-2 and a 6-1 would have hit. Double 5s, David's got to go. He's got to go. He might get lucky and win this race now. He's not that far behind. And hitting the shot, if he has to break his board, isn't a real good parlay for him. I think this play is clear, but nothing wrong with checking the race. He's behind, but he's got a shot. There is another option of going with 1. That way you don't waste and you still get some shot big. There's a little bit of risk to that, but I wonder if David's thinking about the possibility of staying with 1 checker. That's really an option. That is an option. Okay. I think the race is right. He's got race big now. And don't forget there's cube big. A recube. The recube take point for Alfredo is 25%. So he's got a recube with a couple of good rolls. He can redouble. He could redouble. With a recube take point of 25%, he can double a little faster than money. David's right in this game. He's right there. It could redouble any time now. Very soon. He's looking at it. I think it's a little too soon. One good roll from David and he's redoubling. His double 5 put him right in the game. He's got a slight edge here. Being on roll is worth 8 pips. That's a lot. We're very close now, very close. Oh, that's a good roll. Very good roll for Alfredo. Double 4s, a lot of pips, 16 pips. It's a lot of pips. Oh my goodness, double 6s. That's it for David. He's going to recube next time and take the lead 1 away, 3 away. Bingo. Bingo. And a pass. There's no way he's got 25% here. That's it. Great parlay for David. Yes. rolled the double 5 and then the double 6. He can stop cursing his luck from earlier in the match. He's winning 1 away, 3 away Crawford. Now here's what most people don't realize. They don't realize that gammons don't matter. This is double match point. It doesn't matter if David gets gammon because all that happens is your opponent loses his free drop. So you play this one like double match point. Do they have fun in Jamaica? Do you hear the noise bear? They scream and yell on every roll. It's so much fun. I love this country. I love the people here. I love the Chouettes. All right, they're taking a break. If I were Alfredo, I'd take a break there too. Oh, sure. What do we got here? Egg roll? Okay. They're coming around with hors d'oeuvres. They're serving hors d'oeuvres. They got a big meal there, which I'll be getting to soon. Then we got a poker game. Then we have an all-night chouette. Somebody texted me the chouettes here are about $60 a point. It's Jamaican money, but it works out to about $60 a point. But you roll doubles and it doubles, and you gammon somebody and you get a double. It's a lot of action. Jamaicans love their gambling. They remind me of my friends in Turkey. They just love action. They love gambling. David Wells, we're screaming. Congratulations. I know, but rolling double 5s and double 6s was the right thing to do.
That was the right thing.
It was the right thing to do.
It was a good thing.
And I liked your take on the cube. I wasn't sure it was a cube. But you're doing great.
1,025.
Did you win?
How about Ian Terry? Ian Terry, the giant killer. He beat you. He beat Talbot. He beat who else?
Iago.
Yeah,
Michi.
Wow. He beat every giant here but me and Akiko.
Correct.
We had a lot of giants here. I'm talking about the Giant 64 list. We got a lot of good players here. Frank Talbot in the finals. Oh, Talbot has been a force for 30 years. He's been a force. When Joe Sylvester was interviewed for being one of the best players in the world, they said, "Are you the best in the world?" He said, "I'm not sure I'm the best in my apartment." He was living with Frank Talbot.
Okay. Wow, exciting.
I think you should win this. You need to win this game, David. You need to win this game so you don't miss the poker action. You need to get in that poker game.
Did I screw anything up?
Streaming? Oh.
Did I screw anything obvious up?
I didn't like one play where you went to the 2-point instead of staying in the 4-point to give yourself more ways not to leave a shot when you were bearing off. But I could be wrong about that. But how big could that have been? He probably was running anyway. I don't know if you remember it. That was the only play I questioned in all the plays that you made, and I could be wrong.
Was it 6-1 where I could have slotted the 3?
No, you had a 2 to play, and you went from the 4-point to the 2-point. You had 3 checkers on the 6-point, and you had nothing on the 5 and 4. And he was sitting on your 4-point or 5-point. Yeah, it was small. It wasn't. I can't think of another play. You made 3 other plays that I disagreed with, which proves how good you are. That only proves that you were right because I disagreed. Oh, I love your cube action. I think is fantastic. And
I was sporty last night, so
Yeah.
I took the creatine.
Uh-huh.
It's good. I feel.
Oh, okay.
I think it's good. I think it's good for summer title.
And today, what time you took it?
Like 9:45.
Yeah.
So it should be kind
you're
of.
being streamed here. Be careful.
Creatine.
Huh? Oh, the green tea.
Creatine.
He took green tea. That's smart. Smart.
Creatine is a legal
Yeah.
approved substance.
Green tea's good. Hey, mushrooms are legal in Jamaica. We could talk about drugs here.
I'm a big fan of mushrooms.
Are you? I don't like mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms.
You just need to eat too much. You haven't eaten enough. That's the problem. Or in the right setting, perhaps.
I've had Kyne's mushrooms with the chocolate. They're delicious.
Yeah. They're more of a, it's more like a forest beach experience. Or
All right.
in the dark experience.
I want to wrap this match up in one game. One game, and I don't mean a backgammon.
I was really hoping to get a recue game.
When he hit you and you doubled and he took, I didn't think he should hit you because I thought it was a big pass, but he took. But Michi wasn't sure. Michi was sitting there with me.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't hit you, we think it's a double and we're not sure it's a take anyway because of the race.
Terrible. I'm sure.
I thought it was a bad hit. Yeah. I thought it was a bad hit.
Snap, drop it.
Good luck, David. Get this over so I can go eat and play some poker.
So David said after he hit with 4-3, hit a 300 gram.
Yeah, I said it was a bad play. That's why he shouldn't hit. He shouldn't hit unless he wants to just drop in any way. Come on, watch the last game with me and help me out.
True.
I hope it's the last game. I'm openly rooting for David, although like I said, it would be nice for Alfredo to win. But you know, this is the semifinals. We got another match after this.
Wow.
I don't know who they play.
It's still semi-final.
I think this is just the semis.
This is Master Jackpot.
All right, David starts out with a good 3-1 opening. You can't lose now, right?
Sure.
Kiss of death, right? That's called the kiss of death. 4-2, 5-2, okay. 4-3, that's the 2 point. All right, David's got a good blitzing game after making the 2 point, but he doesn't need a gammon. Because he only needs 1 point to win the match. But you still got to play the game. David's looking for a 3 to hit. And he gets it. Where's the 6, Michi? Out? That's out? Yep.
Yep.
I'm being joined by a guy named Michi. I've been working with him a lot lately, and he's learning a lot from me about what not to do. All right, you gotta like David's position here. You gotta love David's game. A 4-point board. 5-1. Make the 8 point slide. That's it. David's got a big advantage in this game, and if he wins the game, the match is over. In and out. Down. Oh yeah, he only had 2 checkers on the ace. That's a big hit for David. He didn't want to make the bar point and hitting another checker. Again, he doesn't care about winning gammons. It's just going to win him a lot more games. Well, I like duplicating the 3s. I like this play. You don't want to give him a 6 from the roof and be able to make the bar point later. So I like that play a lot. And he shouldn't have done it. Because he got hit.
What?
He got hit. Okay. Both players playing very fast. Lots of time on the clock.
Double one?
Yeah. Double 1. Good roll.
Yep.
David dances. Wow, that's a joker. That is a joker.
Now we are not sure who is the favorite.
I'll take David in this game. Even money for $1. You got to bet. I think White's position is.
5-3.
Yep.
It seems hitting for sure.
For sure you hit. Absolutely. And the 3 comes in, I guess, for another builder.
Yep.
There's the hit. Bring the 3 in. That's it. David needs a 4 is huge here. A 4 is huge. He doesn't get it, but a 1's not terrible. Coming in is good. He's going to cover. Double 6 does not cover, but it's a darn good roll. That's almost, that might even be better than a cover.
Oh.
That was such a great roll. David really needs a 4. He really needs a 4 or a 3-1 or a double 2. 2-6 is not helpful.
Wow.
Very bad roll. A 1 here would be a nail in the coffin on this game. Oh, 5-2. He points on him. I think he makes the 2 point. You see another play, Michi?
Good question. Yeah.
I'm making the 2 point.
Yeah. Otherwise, giving 20 shots, not too many. Against the 4-point board.
Yeah. Why not make it? Why not make it? I don't like this play at all. I did not like that play by Alfredo. Yeah. He gets away with it. Wow.
Full prime?
The 6 prime. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to go to DMP. David will, if he doesn't get gammoned, David will have a free drop. If he gets gammoned, he won't have a free drop. Free drop is only worth about 2.5%, so it's no big deal. The only bad thing that can happen to David is a backgammon, and that's not likely. He ain't going to let that happen. Oh, he hasn't given up. He's still fighting. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not sure I would have hit that. I might have stayed on the ace point.
And if we switch to the deuce point anchor, it will be much better.
I see. He's trying to get up to the deuce point. Okay. Again, he's not worried about getting gammon, so this isn't that terrible. He just doesn't want to get backgammon.
Yeah, actually, 4 back checkers, backgammon can happen. But what David afraid about.
Yeah, I don't like that. I didn't like that he came off the ace point there. I really didn't like that play. Because I didn't see a path to winning the game when your opponent has that prime.
Who won?
Yeah.
Oh.
He has no timing for this game. It's not
No.
good. Magical Monty is in the finals of the doubles. Have you played yet? Waiting to play. Congratulations on getting to the finals. My buddy Magical Monty from New York. Somehow he made the finals of the... He must have a great partner. He must. He must have a great partner.
So what is the backgammon chance of red?
The backgammon chance?
Yeah.
6%?
6?
What would you say? I mean, first of all, there's very good chance he's going to leave a double shot and get hit. So that reduces the backgammons a lot. But I don't like the way David played this game. I don't like that he came off the ace point and tried to go forward.
Okay.
For that reason. He had nothing, even if he makes a good 2-point game, which is better than the ace point, is he going to win? He's not going to win. He's going to have a crash board anyway. And that's something that when you put it in XG and roll it out, it'll get it right. Well, we can find out what's right there before it's over. And I guarantee you David will be studying this match. He studies all of his matches carefully. He actually looked at his previous matches and transcribed them himself late last night to see how he was doing, see where his weaknesses are. He's always trying to improve. That's the mark of a great player. That's why he's a giant. Michi, you got so good and you never study. I don't know how you do it.
So I play everything just by my intuition.
By intuition, yeah. You never study. You don't really read books, and you don't know anything about books of backgammon. And somehow you get to be one of the best in the world.
So easy.
You're always number 2 or 3 in the world, and he doesn't study. I don't understand how that works. Must be something you're eating. Your diet's good. There's a block. There's a shot. See, I told you you're going to get shots. Why would you do that? Wouldn't you come off the back? There's more repeaters this way. I don't like that play. David's think.
What he wrote?
I don't know, but he missed 6 something.
Why did he left the anchor?
Yeah. Why? Because he doesn't want to get backgammon.
But he had only 2 back checkers.
He didn't want some joker to stop him in and get backgammon. He didn't care about the winning the game anymore. What?
Are you going to comment on that? No, you don't need to because you're going to miss doubles. So we're going to trash talk.
Huh?
We're going to trash talk.
He hit.
Yep.
Now what is Yellow's winning chance?
Yellow's winning chance? 2%?
5?
You think 5? I think 2. I think he's more likely to get gammon than he is to win.
What?
They're recreating the play, I guess.
Oh, okay.
He played illegally. Okay. Double 6 could have gotten him backgammon. No, it doesn't hit. That's right. David's making sure double 6 doesn't hit because that could get him backgammon.
Yeah.
That's the only way he could get backgammon. Look at how he blocked double 3s. Saving the gammon is just not worth very much. Again, the free drop is only worth 0.024 according to XG. You only get to use your free drop half the time.
Oh, 6-5.
Yeah, he had to play the 6 first. If you only play 1, you have to play the higher one. If I'm Alfredo, I say, if I lose this game, I'll never play backgammon again. You know how many times I've said that? All right, ball game. And no gammon. So David will have a free drop, which means that on the very first roll, Alfredo should double, and David should pass if he's not winning. Because why play for the match when you can start all over and play it even, be it even, it's 0-0. But if you're losing, if your opponent has a good opening roll and doubles you, then you should just pass and start all over. Like right now, if David rolls a good roll, he'll take. 12-11 is the right score. David rolls. And David does not have a good game. It should be double pass.
Yeah.
And he does. Now it's anybody's game. Now I take a break and hedge.
Sure.
Take a break and hedge.
Oh, they don't care about that.
Well, they may have already done it. Hedging means you work out some kind of a deal to split the money some.
6-4 running?
Yeah.
Really?
Double match point, it's the right play.
I
I'll bet you that's the right play, a double match point. You're supposed to run.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How much?
$20.
Okay.
Okay. What's your play?
Split them down.
Up and down? I'm about to win another bet with Michi. My second bet in 10 years.
But what is the margin?
Oh, you got to be no margin because they're going to be so close. Normally I have a margin of .02.
Okay.
This one we got to have no
Okay.
margin.
I got
Because
it.
we know it's close. But you're going to lose.
Okay. No, I feel no bet.
No bet? Okay. At double match point, running is the right play and the right strategy. And David is doing a good job here. Do you make the 5 point?
6-3.
Do you make the 5 point?
What else? Okay, there's a safe play. I never give a shot.
Never give a shot.
Yeah.
Just run. Okay.
It's too costly.
Yeah. It's a good racing roll, but he would like to get out of there. I think David's winning this race, but anything could happen. Hit and make the ace. Pick and pass.
Yeah.
Sure, slow him down. Anybody's game here. This whole match is on the line. Good roll for David. In and out. It's a good roll. I think David's ahead in this race. Whoa, well, Alfredo must think he's ahead.
Yeah. Red must ahead in the race.
If David's ahead in the race, that play was wrong by Alfredo, wasn't it? You don't race when you're losing.
Yeah, but staying inside is more dangerous.
He wouldn't stay inside. He'd be on the bar point.
Here 5-4 from the bar.
Oh, okay. No, I'm talking about Alfredo's play for double twos. Should he have stayed back? Nice on checkers count here. This is very close. This is anybody's game. The entire match. Get in the finals of the Masters. A lot of money in this Masters bid. We have a lot of players here. Forget the entry fee. I think it was $500 or $600.
Yeah, it must be 500.
500. And a lot of players. And we had rebuys. Wow. Very close race. That's a great roll for David. If he's winning, he should come off the bar point. If not, he should stay there.
It's a very close race.
Isn't it?
I think red is ahead.
So David's holding back for that reason. You're right. Alfredo should not be moving David's checkers. I would not let my opponent move my checkers for me. So you're right. Alfredo must be ahead or David wouldn't have stayed, making it harder for him to get by. Not ahead by much.
Yeah, not much.
First joker wins. First joker is going to win this whole match. There it is.
Oh, this is strong dice.
There it is. Double 4. Huge roll. David needs what he did that last race, the double 6s and double 5s. It's not looking good for David. More hors d'oeuvres.
Oh. Yep. Thank you.
Yep. Got it? Alright.
Thank you.
David is going to have to perform very well here to get back in this game. Not looking good for David. Maybe he's got 10% chance to win. Maybe a little more.
That's a good dice. Yeah, just one double 6 is enough.
The sad thing if David loses is that I have a piece of his action. Don't you too, Michi?
Nope.
No?
Yeah, one double
Oh,
It's a,
pretty big roll. This is not over.
yeah, actually it's close.
It's close. It's not over. 6-3. This is not over. Wow. You got to. Alfredo's a pretty big favorite, though. That's
Wow.
it. That's the match.
Okay.
Double fives.
Yeah.
Double fives. 5-1. Great match. Great play. They both played courageously and fast. A lot of very interesting moves. They both clearly deserve to be here. And congratulations to Alfredo from Brazil. Nice to see people coming all that way, coming to our Jamaica tournament. And we'll see you soon with some more streaming. I'm going to go play some poker, win some money, I hope. Play a game that I have a chance to get lucky in. Thank you, Michi, for your help.
Thank you for having me.